Hello, another video for M.E.R.C.S 2nd edition. This is just my tips and tricks on the Sedafu faction. This is a faction that I've not played that much. I've played a little bit, so I guess I know little bits about them. Sedafu used to be the faction with the weakest armour. You could say that's EIC, but they have got a lot more Armour 2 models than this faction has. So, a basic build then. Obviously leader, because he's got leadership, which is always good. Medic, especially in this faction, medic's always appreciated. Sniper, because you can break armour and keep it really low really quickly. The heavy's a really good model because you can turn 90 degrees without penalty with this model, even if you've set. So you've basically got a living turret effectively. 4 shots, small template of strength 3, cannot be beaten. Yes, only armour 2, but you've got 2 movement points, so you've got ways of dealing with it. Then I would possibly, because the demo's only got 1 grenade, you see, I would go for the gunner. For a basic build, because the gunner, it has just got a shotgun, armour 2, movement 2, it just does what it needs to. Thing about this faction is they don't fail their courage test that easily. I mean, the medic has got courage 3, so that means he auto does his courage. Well, technically, I suppose. The leader kind of does the same with courage of 2. Gunner is courage of 5. Heavy, courage of 2. Sniper, courage of 5. I mean, is the any with higher than courage of 5? Well, the engineer is courage 7. That's the worst. Well, that's what I do for a basic build. They've also got on the run, which means you don't get attack and move penalties, so the gunner can shoot with his shotgun, no problem. Another thing this faction can do is ETA, and what that centres around is the leader. So it can throw his spears, which can also use it within 2 card lengths, which is throwing his spear. It counts as a melee attack even though he's throwing it, which is a bit weird, but that's how it works. So if you target someone with reaction 7, and because he's got melee 3, he would need force to actually throw his grenade at him, I think. Alright. Yeah. Plus he's got an incendiary grenade, which is always good. 3 health. Armour 2, movement 2, it's all good. And reaction 8, there ain't many models with reaction 8, let's face it. So when he throws a pulse spear, I don't think you can get rid of them. Considered to be tagged, so no, you can't get rid of the pulse spear if you've been tagging someone with them. And all models that got ETA increase their dice rolls by 2. So even if it kind of negates the FN increase for moving and shooting with ETA weapons. So to do an ETA build, you need the leader, you've got the medic who's got an ETA weapon, you got the demo who's got an ETA weapon. I'll just move these over a little bit. You have got the engineer who's got a ETA weapon, and is that it? Yeah, that's it for neat. That's all the models with that bonus. But So you've got one model. Yeah, go for the sniper, because if the snipers broke your opponent's armour, then ETA means you can move in and blast them to shreds. I mean, let's see what we've got here. Yes, the demo was only armour 1, but can move 3 spaces and still fire 3 card lengths and still fire the semi-auto. Same with the medic. So you've got 2 models who can move as far as they want, no problem. I mean, yeah, you've got the gun that can do the same thing. It's a large T template with the shotgun, which isn't bad. So 2 shots on any target within the big T template, which isn't bad, but I will go it like this because you're breaking armour, they're going to shoot people up and blast people to pieces. You could, alternatively, go for a more if it breaks we can kill it sort of build. So I would go for the leader near to the sniper for the bonus. Same with the heavy for the same reason. If you break the armour, the heavy can finish them off. Then go for the... I'm sure there's one with that. Possibly go for the engineer just to keep the armour of the leader and some of the other models up if you need to. And then I'd go for the medic just to repair. Your problem with this build is you need to keep people close together. So if there's opponents with templates, you are going to struggle because they are going to squash you. But if the target hasn't got many templates, then you're not going to do too bad. Considering you're firing 4 shots out with the heavy, the sniper's going to be breaking armour left, right and centre, because you can fire each turn. Yes, it's only strength 1, but unless you're against USCR, breaking armour is pretty good. I mean, does it do anything else? Yeah, it's automatically reduced Y1 even if your armour's repaired. So if you are against... If you're against M.E.R.C.S and you manage to shoot them, if you manage to shoot them, you break the armour, which breaks their active camo. They'll get the active camo back if they repair it, but they won't get the armour back. So you could break it again effectively, and if they've gotten and if you've lowered their armour enough so they get no armour, the heavy can do double damage. So that's if you're lucky enough, you can do 8 damage on one target, which is overkill and probably won't happen, but you've got that option. So another build, an obvious build, a melee build with this faction is pretty good at. So yeah, the leader can do not bad close combat. I mean, yeah, it's more for the ETA effect, but I mean, strength 2 melee weapon is not too bad. Melee 3, which means you're kind of negating the penalty for charging into melee, plus you've got an incendiary grenade, which is always good. The engineer has got carbine, which can be used in melee. You've also got the gunner, which has got a shotgun. Need I say any more? Needing 5, 7s if he moves, but can still shoot at full distance. You've got the shock trooper, which has got toxin grenade, which will hurt a lot. If you play M.E.R.C.S, you'll know how much they can hurt anyone. If you play against M.E.R.C, you'll know how much they can hurt you. A shanty sword might not seem that great, but you can move 3 card lengths, so you can get around people, the back of people, all the sides, and hit them for extra weapon strength. You've got the fighter personal ability, which means when you charge in, you ignore the penalty and you get +2. So if you charge in, you're at +4. So a lot of the times, especially against factions like USCR, you are auto-hitting them because their reaction ain't that high. And also we've got the Berserker. The Berserker don't get any personal abilities to negate the penalty for charging into melee, but he is melee 4, which kind of cancels it out, and you get +1 anyway. 2 attacks. It might be strength 1, but you can get around the back of people. Yes, no armor, but you're not worrying about armor failure or repair. Whirlwind means you can attack anyone, even if he's out of line of sight. So, if assassins come at the back of you, deal 2 damage back to the assassin. Assassin's reaction 7, I think. I think it's reaction 7, so need 3s to hit the assassin. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. So, yeah. This faction's weakness is the low armour. You need to keep them moving. Cover, like in any faction, is useful, but you're kind of negating it somewhat with the ETA and whatnot. Sedafu is a great melee faction. Essentially, they are a good starter faction. Yes, their armor's low, but you've pretty much got all the tricks you want, really. I mean, you've got Pathfinder, which can pop smoke, good on Overwatch. You've got the demo, which has got an incendiary grenade and can move and shoot while bounding. So, movement 4. And if he holds, plus what? -1 FN. Next turn, not bad. The heavy's always brilliant. Sniper breaks armor really easily. I mean, inspiring. I mean, you put the medic with the leader, you got a really good bonus to your dice rolls and whatnot. So yeah, against factions with templates, I honestly wouldn't worry too much. If it's full auto templates, if it's grenade templates, you might have to worry a bit. But against semi-auto weapons and the like, you're not going to find many problems. Against close combat factions or against close combat builds, you're really not going to be worried. You're really not. You are in the same class or outclassing them, especially if you know what you're doing. You're a really good melee faction. So that's my thoughts on Sedafu. Goodbye for now.